and then we'll check the second next year's season as well.
Oh,
Because
we'll discuss this when we win the Super Bowl. At the end of the season.
Sure, we will. Okay.
The AM Sideline Report, where you go to crew. Touchdowns and tackles, we give you the view. Huddle up, football fans, this show's for you. From the pregame hype to the final whistle, true.
Well, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the AM Sideline Report. I'm your co-host, Marcus.
And I'm Kiaku. I keep forgetting to do that.
With me, as always,
Arnold.
but what you were going to say? You're the other co-host. You were about to say something.
No, I was going to interrupt you and
Oh.
like, I'm the co-host, Arnold, and this is
Marcus. And it's spun the whole thing. But cool. Yeah, guys, welcome back to the AM Sideline Report. We're on episode 14. And it's been a big week, man.
It has.
Oh, man. There's some exciting stuff happening with Gridiron South Africa. There's some exciting news with the YAFFL, which we actually haven't spoken about in quite some time.
Yeah,
Since
since
the
the
end
end
of
of
the
the season.
Yeah, since the end of the season, it's been very quiet, but some exciting things are happening. Obviously, NFL.
Yeah, I mean,
Week 5 was
disastrous in terms of
it was a shit show. Let's be honest.
in terms of predictions.
Yeah.
I actually even saw what's the big name? Adam Schaffer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Four correct out of four 10 for the week.
Twins.
So
Spoiler alert, I will 14 it was.
so yeah, very disastrous week, I think, in terms of in terms of predictions. A lot of people not doing so well.
The amount of shockers that happened this week is ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
No one predicted this week of happening.
No, but
My goodness.
spoiler alert.
I did still win the you still won. You still beat me. By 1 point, inch or mile, eh?
Yeah, so exactly. And that small little lead that you had from that one disastrous week
That's carrying up now.
it's catching up.
Yeah, it's getting close. But let's kick this episode off with some Gridiron South Africa news.
Yes. So flag football is happening in Jeffreys Bay. So along with American couple Chris and Christina.
Very nice couple.
YAFFL guys. So that's under Gridiron South Africa. But with support from Gridiron South Africa themselves. Jeffreys Bay will be hosting a flag football training clinic.
It is.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
Yeah, mostly for the youth, bringing flag football, awareness of flag football to the youth.
Yeah.
And then also for any adults that want to participate as coaches or mentees, learn the game as well. So mostly to teach and train kids that are participating, and then also generate some interest in the sport. Hopefully, bring some awareness to other participants, viewers, adults, parents, that type of thing. So again, not just for the kids though. Although I say kids, but it's for boys and girls aged 10 to 17. Yeah. But not just for the youth. It's also for any adults, coaches, officials, those that are interested in what flag football potentially has to offer.
Yeah.
And want to get involved.
Yeah, because we trying to spread awareness of flag football in not just South Africa, but in Jeffreys Bay, Eastern Cape. We currently have 2 teams. Yeah, Chris and Christina's, and yours and mine.
Yeah.
And we're currently looking for more coaches that will not take over, but have their own team so we can actually start a real competition here in.
Yeah, and so the idea is, locally we have, there's plenty of youth available for an entire league. It's not just 1 or 2 teams that you can form. You can form 8, 9, 10 plus kind of teams and set up an entire league local to the town, and hopefully that sparks also a bit of awareness and potentially also YAFFL can take that to other locations, other provinces and such, and try and it creates a bit of, lack of a better term, awareness and growth, and we grab a whole bunch of local developments, spreads into the rest of the province, and brings the sport alive in the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, and it's gonna be awesome. So
yeah,
we currently don't have exact dates.
Yeah, so dates and times still to be confirmed. It was originally planned for the weekend of the 18th to 19th of October, but that's still tentative. It will be confirmed in the next day or two. So keep a lookout, and we'll post details as soon as we have more information available.
So it's as soon as everything's finalized, keep an eye on our TikTok and our Instagram. We will be posting a little flyer there with a QR code where you can scan and sign up for the weekend's events.
Yeah.
And we'll see you there. Yeah. Awesome. But we're having YAFFL and Gridiron South Africa coming down to JBay. Dude, it's just so sweet.
Yeah, man. I like sweet things, man.
Yeah, sweet things are beautiful.
Yeah, man. So speaking of sweet things though, right? This episode is sponsored.
Yeah. We got a sponsorship, man.
Yeah, by Rustic Bliss Chocolate.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we actually have some right here, man.
Yeah. So with Rustic Bliss Chocolates, where every bite feels like pure indulgence.
There we go. Like handcrafted with love, Rustic Bliss offers a range of flavors to suit every craving. They have mixed nuts, fruits and nuts, Cranberry Nougat, Fudge, for one in a double chocolate delight, Cranberry and Nut. There's also a fantastic limited edition slab too, Pistachio.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the Cranberry Nut is hands down my favorite.
Your favorite. Now mine is the Fudge, man.
Yeah.
Oh, but I love the Fudge one.
But in saying that, each slab or each flavor comes in white, milk, or dark chocolate. So technically, there's a slab for every mood.
There we go. And the best part of this, the chocolates are only 20 Rand a slab. Except for the Pistachio, which is a limited edition, that is 25 Rand. But 20 Rand a slab, dude.
Yeah, you can't beat
Come on.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're watching the game, hanging with friends, you just need that sweet moment for yourself. Rustic Bliss Chocolate. Grab one. Taste happens in every square.
So grab your slab of Rustic Bliss chocolate today. Place your order by contacting them on WhatsApp at 082-827-8912.
All right, well, Rustic Bliss, thank you so much for the sponsorship for this video.
Thank you very much. And for the rest of the episode, we got some right here, man. I'm trying to find a Fudge. Ooh,
Cranberry and Nut.
Oh, you bug. I got the one mix now. Where's the Fudge, man? Daddy want a Fudge. Okay, let's finish the chocolate. Yeah. Always nice, man.
It is.
Mm.
I think I like the Cranberry Nut so much? Because it's the white chocolate.
Oh, you like the white chocolate?
Yeah. Ooh. The white chocolate has that little to it. Like over the top. But yeah, the
oh man, it's good.
I added extra one in it.
Well, cool beans. Let's move on to some YAFFL news. Like we said, we haven't spoken about YAFFL in quite some time. YAFFL's been silent since the end of their season, but news is picking up, man.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at heading into, it's getting close to the end of the year.
Yeah. They start but March, somewhere around there, I believe.
Yeah, March, April. So yeah, I mean, news would be happening, things would be happening on the side. End of season happened, off season currently in the mix.
Yeah.
And trades, there's new signings, all that type of thing, but that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about right now. We don't have any news on trades or anything, but the news is new teams, old teams, no more teams.
Ooh.
So the following teams are no longer part of the YAFFL. The Memphis Showboats, no longer part. San Antonio Brahmas is no longer a part. It's gone. And the Michigan Panthers Also disappeared. I did go try to look it up. So the Showboats and Brahmas, they folded, so they completely done. No longer participating. The Panthers, I didn't dig too deep at the moment when I saw this, but I read that the Panthers are actually moving. They shutting down. It actually said they suspended.
Okay.
And they moving somewhere else for now, and they should be returning 2028.
Okay. I wonder if it's not just relocating the team kind of to a different area, that sort of thing. But that's interesting.
The Panthers were hot last season.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out why teams could be financial.
Yeah.
You know, there's always a marketing side of things, or
unfortunately, YAFFL doesn't make as much money as the NFL does.
Yeah.
And NFL was the same back in the day. Like in the very beginning, there was a lot of teams that started there for a season or two, folded, finances and things like that.
Before it was officially, there was the official league.
Yeah.
The original sort of competitive space of the NFL, as it were before it was the NFL, was technically competing a lot with college football.
Yeah.
And that's how they ended up obviously getting together. There was originally the what is now the NFC was the sort of league.
Yeah, NFC was one league, AFC was a different league, and
NFC was what is now the NFC was the official league in a sense.
Yeah.
Bunch of teams obviously or a bunch of people decided that they wanted their own league. There's a lot of political drama, etc., and formed what then became or what now became the NFC. Sorry, AFC, and then they were competing with each other, but combined they were competing with college football, which is immensely more popular, and eventually rules got put in place. They came to agreements and understandings, and we have now the NFL with NFC and AFC as the two.
that was, don't know what I was going to say now, but there was something I was going to say.
And I should cut that whole part.
That is basically, but the following teams are still with the league, but just changed the names. So Arlington Renegades is now the Dallas Renegades, and the Houston Roughnecks are now Houston Gamblers.
Okay, so I get the Roughnecks changing to the Gamblers. It's a name change, but Arlington Renegades, are they moving?
I would assume so. Yeah.
Location.
Well, what's the distance between Arlington and Dallas? 27 minutes. So it's in the same. Okay, so they just changed the name now from Arlington to Dallas. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's probably, it might be a location change. Instead of being based out of Arlington, they're now based out of Dallas. Yeah.
27 minutes away.
Yeah, it's not that far. Okay, interesting.
But there are 3 new teams that's joining now: the Columbus Aviators, Louisville Kings, and Orlando Storm. These are 3 new teams that will be joining now.
Yeah, I suppose replacing the old the 3 teams that left.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder whether they're going to recruit players from the other team, or if this is
Their own players, sort of their own team. No idea. It'll be very interesting to actually check that out.
Yeah. But I mean, interesting season then coming up for the YAFFL. It's
that's going to make it very difficult for predictions when you come to the YAFFL.
Yeah. Right. And it's only 9 weeks long, right?
Yeah. Because we don't know Aviators, we don't know the Kings, we don't know the Storms.
Yeah.
So it's going to be difficult.
But we can at least, I think, closer to the time, we'll have a better understanding of who's actually participating in the new teams, who's there, who's not, what their strengths look like, what their weaknesses look like, just from general news and about it. And we can start checking it out.
But all I know is DC Defenders are going to win anyway, so it doesn't matter. DC Defenders are going to take it.
Yeah, dream again. They haven't won, I think, twice in a row.
So, fall short in the finals. Then we won the finals, and we'll see what happens now.
Yeah, but I mean, my point still stands. They haven't won twice in a row, so
maybe we can do what the Chiefs couldn't do: 3-peat.
maybe.
We just have to win the season and next season.
Yeah.
But that's all. Let's move on to some NFL news. One big topic that I saw: Joe Flacco traded to the Bengals.
Yeah, but I think that was the main news of the week.
Yeah.
In a sense, there is a trade window closing at some point now. I think beginning of November somewhere. It's the I'll need to find the exact date. But it's if I remember correctly, it's around the 7th or the 10th of November. So a lot of teams are looking at making their trades and such before the trade deadline. Yeah, look, I mean, the Bengals definitely not getting anywhere with Jake Browning. Looked promising on the first game as he took over, but hasn't really come out the box and hasn't done what the Bengals needed him to do.
Yeah, they are 0-3 with Jake Browning at the moment.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense. They were in the hunt for a QB.
Yeah.
Flacco being benched by the Browns
For Dylan Gabriel, so it just makes sense for Flacco.
Yeah, I mean, he's an experienced veteran quarterback. He's available.
Yeah.
Might as well make the trade.
Exactly.
Get somebody on the board. The Bengals are likely not going to they're not making Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But lucky to make playoffs. Yeah, I think their idea is do better than what we did last season. Make playoffs if we can, which would be great. And then in the off season or postseason, look for let's do what we failed to do at the beginning of the season with
No, it's true. Because those are going to be starting cutting it quite tight.
Yeah,
because they're 2-3 at the moment, going into week 6 against the Packers. That should be 2-4.
Probably 2-4, yeah. But look, in saying that, I think the Bengals last season, they also were quite far down.
Yeah,
at halfway through the season, and they came back. Well, they started an attempted revival. I think they missed playoffs, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't think they made playoffs.
Yeah, but they had a bit of a revival. Look, being down or having that's 2-3 as you said, for the Bengals. You're 5 weeks in, it's not too bad. Yeah. There's still a chance for recovery. At the current rate that the Bengals are playing, probably not, but small changes here there can make a vast difference. So we can we'll see what happens with the Bengals going forward. It's definitely not too late. Yeah, I mean, a lot can happen still. There's another, we're going into week 6, so there's at least another 12 weeks of games. You're probably looking at winning 9-10 to be a potential contender. You solidify it, I think, at 12 wins.
Yeah.
They've got 2 of those, only 10 more, right?
Yeah.
There's still 12 weeks up, but
yeah. Next week is Packers. That should be a loss in a way.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. But in
that closing,
it cuts it closer, but you still, I mean, even if you're looking at contention, right? Playoff contention, like I said, probably about 10 games, you might be able to get to get there. You've got 2 wins already. You only need 8 more to potentially make, and that would set them, I think, relatively decently in I think, depending obviously on how other teams perform as well, what their standing looks like. But yeah, if you can go out now and win, okay, let's say after the Packers, because yeah, Lord, if we lose to the Packers lose to the Bengals,
then it just makes it even closer for the Panthers' loss as well.
Yeah.
Week 9. I'm waiting for that.
Don't speak words now, Maz. Panthers win. But yeah, so I mean, okay, fine. You go 2-4. By the time you hit, let's say week 12, 13, potentially maybe you're at 7. Okay, maybe that's pushing it, but even 6. 6 wins at week 12. You've got another 6 weeks to make up the deficit of 4 games. So it is doable. Whether they actually come out and do it, another story. But
no, that's true.
I mean, also keeping in mind, Flacco has a specific play style. He's gonna have to fit in with the Bengals now. It's gonna be, I think, a learning curve, at least initially. We'll see how it goes.
Unless they didn't do too well with the Browns either. So
but again as well. Everybody runs different under different plays, right?
Yeah.
So Cousins wasn't a bad QB under or with the Vikings at least, right? But they needed to do better, and they didn't think he was going to be the QB for them going forward. And so things happened. They traded him off, and he ended up at the Falcons. He's done relatively worse at the Falcons. Now sitting on the bench. I think it depends on coaching style, play style. What's going on with the team dynamics. There's a lot of variable. You can take look at Mac Jones, did absolutely nothing for the Patriots, and moves to the moves to the 49ers. And has kind of come out. He's 3-0 at the moment.
3-0 as a backup QB.
So but okay, maybe that speaks more to the 49ers coaching and play style. But also I think he found the play style that works with them. So there's a lot in the mix. Flacco might come out and absolutely crush it with and destroy the Packers.
Oh, that would be funny. That would be.
We won't say that.
That would hilarious.
It's fine. Keep talking like that. Well, we're gonna get to we're gonna get to the Patriots. Oh, and assuming not the Patriots.
The Patriots are dominating. But speaking of Patriots dominating, let's move on to some game coverage for Week 5. Kicking off Thursday night football. I almost forgot where they're from. Los Angeles Rams versus San Francisco 49ers. And we were just talking about Mac Jones and the 49ers. 49ers beating the Rams 26-23.
So look, Mac Jones obviously having a fantastic game again. I do think they got somewhat slightly lucky there. In coming through. It was a very, very close game.
And it was an OT game, if I remember correctly.
So 49ers kicking a dying seconds field goal to tie the game up. And and then they got a field goal in OT. And then the Rams pushed back. And what happened?
It was a beautiful block, man.
That was
a 4-in-1 save.
It was insane. So 4-in-1. And they stopped the rush, blocked it. There wasn't even a question of whether the ball got over.
It was the 49ers just ate them on that play. But this is one dude that just freaking bulldozed this dude. It was rough. That was stunning defense from the 49ers, that's for sure.
No, definitely. So 49ers coming in strong in OT. Mac Jones obviously leading the offensive units as QB. 33 from 49 completion. 33 completions from 49 throws. Pass attempts 340 yards, 2 touchdowns to his name. Speaking of, I think Purdy's still out. So Jones picking up the QB role again for their upcoming game against the Bucs.
I think I'll win 49ers for my predictions.
But
how long can Mac Jones keep this streak?
Look, this is going to be a very, very tight game.
Baker Mayfield is a beast. So it was one of those games like Bucs 49ers, Bucs 49ers.
It's kind of a coin toss. And if you, depending on who you follow online, it's very divided.
Correct.
The predictions are all over the place. Some saying 49ers probably have the edge in this case. Others are saying no, Bucks have the edge. It's a very tied, even kind of prediction across the board.
It's going to be a great game to watch, man.
Yeah, but this is the game to watch.
Yeah.
I think preemptively saying this is the game to watch in week 6.
Yeah. Possibly be game of the week as well.
Yeah. Well, let's see how it goes. I mean, it can be a very one-sided game at the end of the day. I mean, looking at
49 to be eating the Bucks, or the Bucks to be eating 49.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to it now, but Cardinals.
Oh my gosh.
Let's not speak about that now.
Well, yeah. Let's move on before we get to that. So the next game kicking off Sunday night football, which I thought was actually in London at 3:30. But us, Cleveland Browns versus the Minnesota Vikings, and the Vikings narrowly beating the Browns 21-17.
Yeah. So in my perspective, my opinion, Browns actually did surprisingly well.
Yeah. With QB Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah. I will say that their defense, despite being the top rank defense heading into the week, their defense was lost for most of the game. Actually, during the game, fourth quarter, just before the Vikings scored that the touchdown that took them into the lead in, I think it was 20 seconds.
Yeah, I think it was less than a minute.
Yeah, 20 odd seconds to go. I still said the Browns are one mistake away from losing this game, and 2 plays later, boom, the mistake happened. Interestingly, at during those last few seconds of the game, obviously once the Vikings had scored, one of the commentators mentioned something to the effect of it's hard to believe that the Browns defense would end up costing them the game. Considering that obviously the defense,
being number one
defenses in the league at the time, and
they just
dropping the game in the crucial minute, or in that crucial time period where they needed to make the
the defense the most, and that's when they screwed up.
Yeah,
that would have gotten. We actually, same subject, different topic. We actually thought the Browns was going to end up taking it. Was just before halftime, Carlson Wentz actually went to the middle tent. Yeah,
he was in the blue tent.
Yes,
and then I think just before halftime, 30 seconds or so before halftime, he disappeared down the tunnel to some medical.
We're like, oh no, here goes the Vikings. Browns didn't take this game.
Yeah,
backed up QB comes on, takes a knee, halftime.
Yeah,
like, oh, here comes trouble now. And then he showed up.
Yeah, he showed up. Carried on playing. He was a kid for the rest of the game, and
crucial touchdown in the last couple of seconds. It was a good drive though.
Yeah, it was. I will say, the Vikings did have did rely on him, and I think he delivered. Again, Vikings surprisingly well for me. Coming out, it was. I had him down to win. I will say.
Yeah.
I was hoping they pull that through, but watching the game was again, one mistake away from losing it. And they were in the lead for I'd say the majority of the game.
Yeah, I think they kicked off the game in the lead.
Yeah, first touchdown. They were tied for a little bit, and then it was, I think, a field goal just before halftime or just after halftime.
Something like that.
Vikings ended up scoring a touchdown. There was a little bit of back and forth, but 8 minutes later, Browns scored a touchdown. It was 17-14 at some point. Heading into in the fourth quarter, it was 17-14, and then
Browns defense is like, what is football?
Yeah, 20 seconds to go in the game, and it was
not gonna lie, I was actually very surprised with Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah,
rookie QB coming out like that in London, and he actually put on quite a fight.
Yeah,
it was actually a very good game from him.
Yeah,
I don't like his face. It gives me like I want to smack it.
No. Every time the camera focused on him, he was sitting there licking his hands.
It's probably because he had some rustic bliss chocolate in his fingers. Okay, cool beans. Let's move on to the next game. New York Jets versus Dallas Cowboys. And the Dallas Cowboys, no surprise, beat the Jets 37-22.
Yeah, I don't think this was. There's nothing happening in the Jets.
Yeah.
0-5. The Jets are a mess.
Yeah.
Absolute mess. There's potential there. They actually have a bunch of talents in the team. There's just no direction, nobody using them. It's nothing.
Let's go in the field, here's a ball, have fun.
Yeah, kind of thing. I think they actually, if I remember correctly, looking at the stats, they are the first team in NFL history to go 0-5 with 0 takeaways.
That's insane.
Yeah. They haven't had a sack or like an actual takeaway. Or no, sorry, I won't say sacks, but they haven't had any takeaways from the opposing team. 0-5. Somebody's getting fired there.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
But speaking of which, like, I saw a post the other day about the previous head coach. I can't remember his name. That the ball guy.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. He got fired after they were 2-3.
Yeah.
The current new head coach is 1-9 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the hell?
Roberts Saleh or something. Yeah. He's gone back to the 49ers, the DC for the coordinator for 49ers.
I was like, how do you fire him? But this guy's still standing. It makes no sense. 0-5, dude.
Yeah, and honestly, probably 0-6 heading into it as well. Oh,
let's go Jet. Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking of
what's the game I have to go?
Let's play the Packers now next week.
Bengals.
I'm thinking Bengals now. That's all I was like, let's go Jets.
Look, I mean, like I have a liking for Justin Fields as a QB. He's not the only one on the team that has talent. I'm just but yeah, nothing being utilized there.
Yeah.
Easy win for the Cowboys. It's not even a I mean, look, I will say I'm surprised that they. I think they did well to get 22 points on board.
But if I remember correctly, the Cowboys were actually up quite a bit.
Yeah,
and then the Jets came back.
Yeah,
and I was actually quite shocked that the Jets came back so hard.
Yeah, I mean, it could have also been just a, Cowboys are like,
chill on the lead,
relax, take a couple of easy plays, whatever kind of thing. Jets taking advantage of that and getting a couple of points, extra points on the board. But yeah, they kind of lost that already from the beginning. I think it wasn't even a challenge.
They lost it in the beginning of the season already.
Well, we didn't know that until
on the duo. I see it already, like week 5, week 4 with these upsets. There's a week where you're gonna say not the Jets. Opposing team's gonna win and Jets are gonna take it. I'm gonna smash a laptop. I'm gonna be so upset.
Well, actually, see, I think there are going to be some changes in the Jets. At least from where I'm sitting, they can't not make changes.
Yeah.
So there will be some changes going forward, and I think mine just light a fire into some people's asses, and maybe there'll be a game where they'll come out and actually really take it. Yeah.
Looking forward to that because again, 0-5.
Yeah,
that's rare.
So saying 0-5 repeatedly makes me also think
0-5.
Yeah, so heading into week 5, we had what is it? How many teams undefeated?
Undefeated was 2. It was Bulls and Eagles.
Yeah,
and 0-4 was Jets.
Yeah, there was like 4 teams.
Jets, Saints. What was it? I remember Jets. I remember Saints, obviously.
Yeah,
Titans.
Yeah,
I think there was only 3. It was Jets, Titans, and Saints.
Okay, right. So end of week 5, we have no more undefeated teams. Also, first time in a long while that's happened. That there has been 0 teams undefeated in the first 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And the rest of the teams, the rest of the teams on a losing streak that have not won any games, all made up like they actually won. Yeah, okay, surprise shocker, but like, obviously a week of upsets. But except for the Jacks.
Oh man, but speaking of the upsets,
Yeah.
the 0-4 teams, here comes one. New Orleans Saints versus the New York Giants. And the Saints somehow beat the Giants 26-14. If I remember correctly, Giants was 14-0 up or something.
Yeah, so this was I think more of an upset in the fact that the Giants were actually like quite significantly in the lead. They had a significant point gap difference, and the Saints actually came back. And also behind, made up that difference, and then still ended up taking it. Still ended up outscoring.
Yeah, but it was also just coming back from a victory over an undefeated team, the Chargers.
Yeah,
First game for Jackson Dart, beating the Chargers. Oh my goodness, go into Saints.
Yeah,
and fall apart.
I mean, look, Dart did have there was a concussion. Or at least he was pulled off the field, put in the medical tent as well. And I think there was a question on whether he could still play. There was a big news article about head coach kind of shouting on the sideline at the medical professionals, like saying, "Oh, they need him," kind of thing.
Oh wow!
And he claims it's it's back, whatever. Not getting involved in that, but yeah, he obviously claims he was just trying to, like, they needed him, but he wasn't trying to put pressure on them to force him to play or get him to play. He was concerned, but yeah, will you believe? Yeah, it's whatever. But the point is, Dart went off. He definitely was out for at least some time. I don't remember if he came back,
but actually, I'm not too sure. I actually can't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, but he was out for at least a little bit. So yeah, so in terms of offensive side, possibly not putting points on the board or continuing the drive, which might have added additional weight to or pressure to the Giants defense. Preventing the and they get tired eventually, and things happen. Saints capitalizing on that, I think, regardless one way or another, and
and also capitalizing on Scudder's fumble as well.
yeah, that
was a bad fumble.
Yeah, I mean that I think kind of set a precedent almost for the rest of the night or the rest of the game. It was kind of
it was a rough one for the Giants, man. Yeah, Saints forced 5 turnovers, 3 fumbles, one which led to an 86-yard touchdown, and then 2 interceptions as well.
Yeah, no, that's
wow. Did not expect that from the Saints. Good gracious.
I'm happy for the Saints, to be honest.
I love the Saints. It's not about the Saints I like.
Yeah,
I know this is beads. I want beads too, kind of thing, but just go drink some bourbon on Bourbon Street, There's something about the Saints I like, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think for me, they feel like one of those scrappy teams, like the underdog, scrappy, the Gridiron game. Like, yeah, but you kind of want them to do well, as long as they're not playing your team. But otherwise, you kind of hope they do like pretty well. And again, there's a lot of potential there, as well. It's just not being pushed in the right direction.
But speaking of they're not playing your team, they're playing Patriots week 6.
Wait, who?
Saints
playing
Patriots in week 6.
No, it's the Bengals in week 6.
Patriots.
Oh, they're playing the Patriots, yeah. So you said they're playing my team.
No, I said speaking of that, they're playing. Speaking of that, they're playing Patriots week 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I was speaking. Okay. All right. Yeah. Speaking of my team.
I was speaking of playing your team.
But so I thought when you said my team, and I was like, okay, Packers, and I was like, wait, no, you're saying they play?
You spun me.
Sorry, my bad.
You confused me. Enough of the confusion. Let's move on. We move on to the next game. Indianapolis Colts versus Las Vegas Raiders, and the Colts annihilated the Raiders 46-0.
Yeah, look, I think the Raiders
thrashing, man.
Yeah, the Raiders hoped, I think, at the beginning of the season, bringing Geno Smith in would solve all their problems somehow magically.
They're also beating Patriots in week 1 as well.
Yeah, look, maybe they probably got lucky there, and I think they, it was one of those cases of like, oh, cool, well, we've done something.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's way too many problems on with the Raiders. You can't put everything on Geno.
Yeah.
Fair enough. He's, I think they hoped, a lot more magic could happen, and I haven't really seen Geno Smith do much this season for the Raiders. But in saying that, I mean, there's kind of the guys on the field when something is on, that's also kind of not really, allowing him to do much. So, I don't know. And then, I mean, like Raiders defense, it's
Raiders as defense?
apparently.
No, I didn't know.
It's nothing like the Jets or Giants even for that matter. Okay, Giants are actually, well,
Yeah.
maybe we won't bring the Giants into that conversation, but yeah, apparently they have. I did not know that.
Well, cool. Moving on to next Sunday's game. Carolina Panthers versus Miami Dolphins, and the Panthers beat the Dolphins 27-24. There was another shocker this week.
Yeah, I mean,
Look, what the hell?
I'll give credit to the Panthers because the Panthers did a fantastic job against the Dolphins, but the Dolphins also this up down kind of thing. In general, compared to everybody else, they're kind of down.
Yeah,
but they have their moments in that like space where
they're 1 game wings.
where they're actually like, okay, wait, maybe the Dolphins are doing something, and then next thing you're like, no, you know what, I made a mistake. They're just terrible.
Because the game against the Bulls, 21-21 in the third quarter.
Okay,
against
but
the Bulls, and then all of a sudden,
there again, I'd say the Bulls were playing with their food. It's okay, it's the Dolphins. We don't really need to do much kind of thing. Came out and then they ended up winning like by 10 points or some
31-21 if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so it was for me. It was like, okay, all right, it's enough now. Let's
okay, you're not powered.
Let's finish this off and put it at night. But yeah, so for me, Dolphins are kind of doing this. Definitely not doing well at all. Let's say that's something went definitely wrong there.
Very much.
And they're still in it. They're not quite bottom of the league at kind of rankings. I mean, I'd say that they're right. But they have their moments where they show a bit of promise. But honestly, McDaniel's as coach there, I think he's doing this. It's tight for him.
His football is going. But I actually thought the Dolphins were going to end up taking that. At one point, while watching, there was 17-0 up.
Yeah,
and I was like, but I was just bragging last week, like Patriots the highest score against them, 42. I'm like, oh shit, Dolphins, please don't beat that. Because now it's a touchdown. I'm like, oh my god, no. And then that was almost the only points they scored the entire game.
Yeah.
And Panthers just came back and it's like, I eat a Dolphin. It was insane.
Again, but wait, we mentioned this. Wait, there's more. Panthers against the Falcons. Kitty Cat Birdie. Well, Kitty Cat getting the field, but
sushi.
I'm taking a Dolphins on a fish. I know that, people. I'm just saying.
Yeah, there's gonna be hate in the comments about it. Well, cool. Moving on to another holy crap shock of the game, which you pulled by the by. I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
well done.
Thank you.
What's the lottery numbers this week? What's the lottery numbers next week? I want to win some money.
1, 9, beep.
Philadelphia Eagles versus the Denver Broncos, and the Broncos ended the 4-0 winning streak of the Eagles 21-17.
Look, I will say,
Hey, it's the second game 21-17 this week. Yeah, Vikings as well.
so I will say, in all likelihood, like I in the last episode I called it. Yeah. Well, but what I called was the Eagles have been lucky. Yeah. They were 4-0, but not through skill, not through talent,
And convincing wins.
yeah. They hadn't looked convincing. They were just basically luck on the. Oh wait, we managed to block that.
Yeah.
Run through the okay, now we won. They got by really luck. They were scraping by. That luck runs out at some point. It's not going to be. It might not have been this week. It might have been next week. But I think they're playing. They're playing Panthers.
No, they just played the Giants Thursday Night Football.
Oh yeah, we did.
I'm gonna say next week. Yeah.
So they played the Giants. So I mean, it might. I had my doubts about the Giants. About it being the Giants. Broncos looked to be the best case for ending that lucky streak.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't them, it was going to be somebody. The luck can't continue. Wherever you actually have to put. You kind of have to face your problems and address them. You can't rely on like, hey, we won. Yeah, okay. Well, lucky win. Luck continues into the second game, third game, fourth game.
Yeah. Fifth game.
Yeah. At some point, it's
Lady Luck was like, you know what? I'm out.
So
Not today. Yeah, man, it's actually a very good game. Like I noted here, the Broncos looked like they were in trouble 75% of the game. But heading into the fourth quarter, 17-3.
yeah, it wasn't looking positive.
Yeah. Watching that, I'm like, I get the point. Arnold doesn't. And then fourth quarter came around.
Yeah, it was. I will say it was close. There were times when I was like, why? Yeah. Did you really need to make that play?
Yeah.
But why? That kind of thing. But at the same time, I think they held out pretty well. I mean, keeping the Eagles to 17 on that on those first two quarters. But yeah, and then hey, Bull Nix comes out and
Once he came out to play.
Yeah, I mean, the in the fourth quarter, I mean, there was 18 unanswered points, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Eagles didn't score after the Broncos came out, and yeah, showed up and was like, okay, cool, 18 points, here we go. And
This time the Broncos was playing with the poop. Right?
yeah,
It's like, oh, yeah, you guys got this.
yeah,
Fourth quarter comes.
game fatality. Yeah, what is fatality? Is this game?
The next game was fatality.
Oh yeah, I think that was easy call.
Yeah, you called that as well. But yeah, Baltimore Ravens versus Houston Texans, and the Texans destroying the Ravens, 44-10.
Yeah. So in saying that, right? Look,
I agreed with you, Wayne, but I didn't expect it to be this big.
yeah, actually, that's true. I thought it'd be a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a 20-point difference, not a 30-point difference. No, I'm joking.
34-point difference.
Yeah. But the key in the game, I think, for me was Lamar Jackson. Interesting enough, he's not playing again in week 6. He is still out. But in week 5 against the Texans, dodging, weaving, having that ability to read the field, know your position, know where everybody else is coming, who's around, being able to weave, dodge, kind of thing. Yeah, that's all gone.
Yeah.
Ravens have not looked really great this season.
They 1-4.
Yeah, but generally speaking, even with Lamar, then The rest of the team hasn't looked great. I think Lamar's kind of popped them up a little bit. Managed to, dodge, weave, get out of the sticky situation, make that like clutch play kind of thing, and allows them to drive forward. And so kind of looking at the team in as a whole, Ravens on doing well. Now the only person like essentially keeping the Ravens in the game potentially is out. What do you do now?
At this point, the Panthers can beat the Ravens.
Yeah.
At this point, the Dolphins could beat the Ravens.
Maybe. If the game comes up, let's review it at the time.
At that point, Lamar Jackson's back. Much. But that was insane game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, points wise, that was insane.
Yeah.
40-14.
I don't think the Ravens really did much or put much effort into it. Or again, they not really there. Texans had a fantastic game. I think
CJ Stroud performed. Like.
Yeah, but not only that, I mean, the Texans defense is pretty much keeping them, I'd say, largely in the game, or has been at least up until this week. It showed up again, and I mean, Stroud and the rest of the boys came out and put the points on the board. Yeah, so we're able to keep putting points on the board. I think largely by just shutting down the Ravens. Don't remember much from the Ravens side of things, like actually advancing much down the field. But yeah, when they did, shut down pretty quickly. A lot of or
they didn't get far and didn't.
Not moving the chains kind of thing. Enough to actually progress much down the field and just turning over the ball and getting the Texans offense back on the field.
At least 10 points. They got enough for at least 10 points, but that's not going to do much, man.
No, definitely not at all.
Unless Texans only got 7 points. But CJ Stroud has been very quiet this season, and this was, let's say, the game for him kind of thing.
I think it happened in week 4, actually. End of second half of week 4. There was a sort of spark of like, okay, hey, wait, maybe we need to do something, and came out and won the game. Went into this game.
We'll have to see if it continues the next game.
Look, again, also the Texans at the start of the season were the favorite to win the AFC South. They were the contender to watch there. It was like pretty much set in stone. Starting the season, nothing from the Texans. Week 2, nothing from the Texans. You're like, everybody called this wrong.
Nothing from the bad kind of thing.
And then second half of week 4. Oh wait,
Texans.
Is this the Texans? What's happening there? Yeah, week 5 showing now that they're not out. I'd like to see when we get to like week 10, 11, what we're looking at. Because they could potentially be back. Or this could just be that little flash transparent. It's kind of difficult. Like every week's difficult to call. But I think we've had enough games now to understand where the teams are roughly at. But also at the same time, there hasn't been enough games because teams that you thought were like, okay, they're generally, they should be contenders, should be doing something, slipped off. Other teams have come up, and things you didn't expect have had these ups and downs, and it's like, what is happening in this
2025 season is just been chaos. Like teams you didn't expect. Like you were just saying now, Texans were let's say predicted to take AFC South. I just wanted to confirm just to make sure, but there's Colts and Jaguars also in that division. And Colts and Jaguars are destroying me. Holy hell!
So it's gonna, like, each division has its kind of, the 1 or 2 divisions I will say, like across the entire league. Both on AFC and NFC side. That are like, okay, there's the there's one team that stands out, and even to this at this point is like, okay, yeah, like they've got this. They're likely going to be the winner, but of that division.
Yeah.
But there's also a good number of divisions that's you kind of look at it and go like, wait, what? What's happening here? Like, there's like at least 2, sometimes 3.
Yeah.
Particularly AFC South as a prime example of, wait, there's now 3 teams that are, at least in the in contention.
Yeah.
That's normally
NFC East.
Yeah.
Now it's the AFC South as well, right?
Yeah. So there's
and then you get divisions like AFC East, where it's Bulls, Patriots, Dolphins, Jets.
Yeah. No, but there again, so I mean, Patriots stepping up now, right? This season, and they came from what, ranked fourth last in 2024 season. To this season, they're at least like in the top 12.
Yeah, they in contention at the moment.
Yeah. So it's kind of difficult to I'd say at this point to really like have an idea of who's actually towards the end of the season, who's actually going to be in playoff contention. It's going to be a tight one, really. But it's also the probably a more interesting season, if I can phrase it like that, than last season. Last season there were clear winners, clear losers. You kind of knew what was happening. There was some jockeying around for placement in the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it was kind of there were your clear winners, clear losers. This season, everything's up in the air. I'll say there's now definitely a vaster range of teams, or like number of teams that are potentially competing, at least at this point. Come week 11, 12, things might have settled and changed, and we might have clear winners, losers. But yeah, I think we're
in for an interesting season.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like we're saying now, the Colts didn't see that coming. Jaguars didn't see that coming.
I saw the Colts coming.
Chiefs, what they doing, did not see that coming.
Oh yeah,
I'm grateful.
Happy.
Thank you, Jesus, for what you did to the Chiefs. But yeah,
Chiefs fans, but
sorry, I'm not putting inside. But yeah, like that. Patriots, okay, yeah, they 3-2. They lost 3 games already. But they completely 180 of a team this season. This Giants, shocking. Titans, shocking. Oh, no, but that's just this week. Yeah. Never mind me. I was gonna start listing of teams, but yeah, that was just this week for Titans.
No, but I mean, okay, look, let's get a actual standings, right?
Yeah.
So currently top standings.
He's a break.
All right. So looking at just looking at the current standings, right? 5 weeks gone, right? You've got the Bills, Lions, Colts, Jaguars, 49ers, and Bucks, all 4-1.
Yeah.
Right. Then which I'd still consider as being general generally decent and in contention kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you've got Eagles at 4-2, Steelers at 3-1. Steelers obviously have not played. We played the additional game as well.
Yeah.
Thursday already at this time. You've got Packers 2-1, Broncos 3-2, Chargers 3-2, Rams 3-2, Vikings 3-2, Patriots 3-2, Seahawks 3-2, Commanders 3-2, and okay, then we drop off to 2-2. 2 and 3s, and but you get like the rest of the teams are kind of Chiefs included in that bottom
2 and 3, yeah.
Yeah, Chiefs are actually 2 and 3 as you say.
That's pretty.
So yeah, the top of the log is vastly, I'd say, different from last year.
Yeah.
And also there's a lot of teams that are bunched up at this point, like around that's what it's
up in the air.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
That's going to be a tough playoff to call, man.
Yeah. Well, like I said, let's check back in, 5-6 weeks from now.
Yeah.
We around week 11.
Hmm.
Once we get to that point, we'll have a
Much clearer picture.
clearer picture, either in that there's clear breakaways and we know that these are the teams.
Yeah.
Or it's still very much a wild card, anybody's game, and and then at least that makes for the last 6 weeks of the season, like that downslope kind of towards the playoffs, just that much more exciting.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. It's going to be super exciting, man. But yeah, we went on a massive tangent there. Yes. So
Well, we get back to it.
let's get back to our regular scheduled programming. Arizona Cardinals versus Tennessee Titans, and Cardinals were like, you know what? I don't want to play. Titans beating the Cardinals 22-21. And yeah, I believe you have some words.
Yeah, I mean,
So while you wording up, I'm gonna Rusted Blizzard.
cool. Enjoy the blissful moments. You know what? Honestly, the Cardinals did not have any blissful moments during that.
Cardinals are disgusting now.
So, I mean, Cardinals just absolutely played themselves into the ground there. It's just you made a note of them playing on the level of amateur hour. It was definitely like, what the hell is happening with the Cardinals?
It was the one play where the center hiked the ball straight into Kyler Murray's face.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah. But then it gets even worse because, 70 something yard running run for the end zone. Clear ball. No defenders around. Rush through, prances into the end zone, but on his way in, he drops the ball. He celebrates far too early. He starts celebrating far too early, and the receiver just drops the ball.
What a dumbass, man.
Yeah.
Giving away
Touchdown wipes off the board. Then you have the fumble.
Oh no!
I can't even believe I saw that.
Oh, dude, that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's how I say I'm sure the Titans paid them to paid the Cardinals to lose or something, because that was not an amateur hour. That was just ridiculous, man.
No, look, I mean, so
Interception.
you said, yeah. So yeah, so I mean the fumble, right? I mean, come on. It was an interception.
Yeah.
Right? Cardinals have it back, potentially. Drops the ball, gets kicked around by the Cardinals, trying to recover the ball, gets kicked into the end zone, and all the Titans have to do is sport on it. Touchdown Titans. Yay!
Oh my god, that was insane.
Honestly, look.
Interception, falls down, fumbles the ball, knocks it, kicks it, end zone, touch.
Yeah. It's the like if you didn't see it happen, kind of wouldn't believe that.
Yeah.
That
I'll put the clip up.
Yeah.
Well, while we talking about that, the clip will be up.
Yeah.
That was just insane.
Yeah. So I mean, look, dropping the ball. Not this. I mean, it pretty much the Cardinals had that in the bag.
Yeah.
There was absolutely no reason. That touchdown that got wiped off because celebrated too early.
They already put him in the lead.
Would have put them in the lead. The interception would have prevented the Titans from scoring. The touchdown that they did. So I mean, there's at least a 2-score difference already.
Yeah.
The Cardinals should have had that. That was completely unnecessary. But in saying that, right? So the early celebration as you running into the end zone, right? That happened previous week with the Colts, right? A Don A. Mitchell.
Yeah.
There was the fumbler for the Colts. Colts are playing the Cardinals in week 6, so maybe
Fumbles.
maybe the 2 receivers have something to bond over on the sidelines. Like whose story is actually worse.
Needs to drop the ball. Cardinals run. Oops. Calls run. Oops.
Oh, dude, that'll be funny. Yeah, no, but so unfortunately, Cardinals losing to themselves there, that just disappointing.
You couldn't even say they lost themselves. That was just next level stupidity.
Yeah, it was
The way they played.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, like, look, Titans obviously did what they did. They should have lost.
They lacked heart on that.
No, they got like that one. Again, just Cardinals just fighting themselves. It's
They tried to fly south for the winner, man. There was So, talking about birds, let's move on to the next game. Seattle Seahawks versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the Buccaneers beating the Seahawks narrowly 38-35.
Yeah, very, very close game. Yeah, what was an interesting,
a pretty good game.
Yeah.
2 very good QBs, Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Very, very 2 good teams, great QBs, and it was a very close game. It was quite a game, actually. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, I think they won around nominations.
Yeah.
So
for game of the week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good game. Moving on to the Battle of Kitty Cats. We got Cincinnati Bengals versus the Detroit Lions, and the Lions beating the Bengals 37-24.
Yeah,
that was a much higher score than I expected from the Bengals against the Lions.
Yeah, coming off week 4, I would have thought the Lions would have had an annihilated greater gap in the score,
unless they were just playing with them as well.
Could have been as well. No need to take it too rough. I mean, have a convincing win. At least not bull style.
I feel sorry for the Bengals.
Let's see how they do.
Here's the ball go.
And I think, but yeah, Lions. I mean, absolutely had that in the bag. I think all the way through those. Yeah, nothing.
There was no question about it. Yeah. Cool. Moving on to the next game: Los Angeles Chargers versus Washington Commanders. Almost said something else. Commanders beating the Chargers 27-10.
Yeah, that was surprising. I thought Chargers should have.
Chargers coming back 2 losses back to back.
Yeah,
after being undefeated.
It's worrying me about the Chargers. Also, the Chargers seem to be more on that up down kind of.
Well, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5.
Yeah. Remember we spoke about potentials for next Super Bowl winners, teams that haven't won before.
But Chargers was one of them.
Yeah. Chargers was one of them, and I still said, yeah, maybe Chargers might be a contender. I take that back.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of
contender.
Not anymore.
Yeah, and unfortunately, too many ups downs. In you need a consistency, and they just don't have that. Hopefully, maybe in the next off season, next 1 or 2, they can look at and address all the potential problems, or all the problems that they have. Try and form a consistent baseline of play, and then from there, great. We can go. But I do think this is more than just team level. This is definitely coaching and play calling and that type of thing as well.
I think I actually called Chargers within that game, but I also didn't realize Jaden Daniels was back at that point.
I also didn't either.
Yeah, and he was back in this game, and it clearly shows.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's playing back, or he's definitely throwing again. Also didn't see him. I didn't realize he was throwing again, but I guess that's the unpredictable nature of picks. You do picks out 2-3 days before the games, and you change it 2-3 days, and then on the day, even more stuff changes. Players run out on the field, and this guy's injured within 5 minutes of a game. the game starts, and oopsies, now everything's
Dude, that will be me. I'll run on the field. Hey, just ankle.
well, kind of getting on in the years, on this side of the table. So, I'd probably be the same.
We bullies now, bro. You're just a bigger bully at the moment.
Yeah. Moving on disagreements.
Moving on to one fantastic game. Buffalo Bills versus New England Patriots. Prime time Sunday night football. Yeah. Patriots beat the Bulls 23-20.
Yeah. Surprising. Definitely uncalled.
I did not expect that. We both predicted Bulls wouldn't take that.
Yeah.
Patriots is just on the next level at the moment, man.
Yeah, I mean, May coming out, but I mean, not just May. The
Everyone.
Yeah, I will say the Patriots defense still has issues, like definitely like clear issues. That yeah,
Our O-line as well.
yeah, 100%. But I mean, to overcome that and still, beat the Bulls,
Who was also an undefeated team going into this game.
yeah.
Hey,
I mean, fantastic game.
Yeah,
it was definitely
damn of a game.
Yeah, New England definitely coming out, pulling out all the stops, I think, in the game, and just showing that they actually still have a playoff contention potentially in the mix there. Yeah, don't underestimate or overestimate them, or
Don't underestimate them.
underestimate.
Yeah. But I was actually looking at the upcoming schedule, for like the rest of the games now, and I just like predicting what could happen, kind of thing. And if it goes the way, like some of them's questionable, like Ravens, Lamar Jackson might be back at that point. Well, they'll be back at that point. The Bulls again. Could we beat the Bulls again? But just looking at the upcoming games, if we have to continue playing as we are now, we'll end up winning between 10 and 12 games.
Yeah.
And that'll put us in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So Mike Vrabel will be like, yeah, I told you so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, looking forward to it because potentially maybe
Patriots versus Packers.
Yeah. Come on, son, don't see that. But let's. We can only hope, right? We can only hope.
And as it stands, I was looking in the other day. As it stands, after week 5, we make playoffs. Okay. But we 7th seed. Bulls are 2nd seed. We end up playing Bulls in the wild card, right? Like, oh shit, can we do it again back to back like that? No, but again, was such a great game, man. That Drake May, Stephon Diggs, Ramondre Stevenson, putting out all the stops. Like I said, they were like the MVPs of the game. May throwing 22 from 34 for 273 yards. Diggs with 10 receptions from 146 yards, and Stevenson rushing 14 from 7 carries and also scoring 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Did have a horrible fumble again, though.
Yeah.
That dude's hands.
Yeah.
Too much popcorn, too much butter, or something.
Yeah. So, I mean, look. Yeah. You can only get better, or at least hopefully, right? You can only hope.
Yeah.
If he gets better over the season, hopefully those types of issues disappear. And I mean, like that fumble was I wouldn't say it was a costly one.
No, it wasn't. It was just frustrating that he fumbled again.
Yeah, exactly. So at least it wasn't detrimental, but I mean, it's still a fumble, and it still negatively impacts the advancements.
Yes.
I mean, you could have been even further potential. So yeah, I mean, but at least it wasn't detrimental. It wasn't a fumble that led to the Bulls directly,
boring or like was it week 3? Yeah, week 3 us against the Steelers.
Yeah,
he fumbled. Steelers got the ball, ended up scoring a touchdown.
Yeah,
he fumbled as he was crossing the end zone line.
Yeah, so that ended up being, another touchdown taken off the board. Kind of from so. At least it's improving.
Yeah,
from week to week.
You see, getting better in places. It's fine to fumble.
Hopefully you can not fumble anymore, but you can. But
let's hope, man. No, but that was a stunning game. Like I said as well, like the amount of sacks, turnovers, and penalties was just crazy.
Yeah, but that's O-line issues.
like making sack 4 times.
There are issues. I think it is going to have a costly impact if it's not addressed going forward. Particularly that look defensively wise, Patriots are not exactly a top contender for defensive teams. Requires definitely a large amount of improvements. But in saying that, that's something that you address next off season, during drafts, trades, whatever. Those are issues that you come back with next season. But we'll hopefully assuming everything goes well, for decision makers, the defensive improvements happen from next season. The pressing issue right now is addressing that O-line. Look, also saying that a lot of teams are having issues with O-lines at this point. A lot of injuries are in the mix already in week 5, and so a lot of teams having problems. But if you can address that, and that's the thing. I think there's definitely probably even a stronger case for making the playoffs than just like a potential 11 kind of or 12 game win. You could potentially even have 14, 15 kind of thing. Maybe even if you can beat the Bulls again. Next. So but now it means addressing those like critical problems right now.
Are we currently 2-0 with divisional games? We still have to play the Jets. We have to play Dolphins again, Jets again, obviously, and then Bulls again later. I think we played Dolphins last week 18. That's Dolphins, Ravens, I think then Bulls.
Your last game is
one of the well, it's Bulls, Ravens, Dolphins. Dolphins is week 18 game.
Oh, okay. So I had it the other way. I thought Bulls was your last.
That was last season.
Okay, all right. Right.
The season that's Bulls and then Dolphins is our very last game. So hopefully we can beat them. If we can beat them, both of them again,
you'll finish top of the division, potentially, hopefully, and then you'll pull through.
We'll definitely beat the Jets twice.
Hey, win Dolphins twice as well. It's a strong possibility.
Well, that game was a little tight, but we started picking up already. And then came out of the Panthers, destroyed them. Then the Bulls beat one of the top teams at the moment. So hopefully you can just continue progressing from there. And we see the Bulls again. It's like, I don't know, Bulls, Dolphins again. 45-12. You know what I mean? Just destroy them. But cool beans, where was I? Oh,
last game.
Where we moved to the last game. Monday Night Football. Also a very, very good game. Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Jaguars beat the Chiefs 31-28.
Look, I think we both had the Chiefs down for that to win that.
I didn't think Jags was going to be.
I also didn't. There were questions about it. Again, also, I'm sure we mentioned something about potential upsets.
Last episode you said that you saw there's any upsets, it's going to be Jaguars beating the Chiefs.
Surprisingly, it happened. Didn't expect that to happen, but it was I guess unsurprising or surprisingly unsurprising. Make that make sense? Doesn't make sense.
You mean understood?
I mean, like, look, Chiefs started out pretty strong. They did. I see 14-0 in the second quarter. But just kind of didn't end up progressing much beyond that.
They put another 14 points throughout the game.
But it's 2 touchdowns. So pretty much if you averaging it out, it's like a touchdown per quarter. All the Jags had to do was come back and score slightly more than that. Chiefs are also probably similar to the Eagles. I kind of feel
you can see they're not playing the reps. You can see they're not playing reps anymore. That's for sure.
Yeah, they're there, but they're not there, but they're, you know, kind of somewhere, somewhere. Yeah, I'm. They don't show the same caliber as what they had, I want to say last season, the season before. Yeah, I think the era of the Chiefs is over.
Yeah, thank Jesus for that.
Yeah, I'll say we'll see. You know, everybody remember end of last season. What was it last season? Yeah, when everyone was going on, you know, 3-peats and whatnot, and they were like, "Oh, Patrick Mahomes is like the greatest QB of all time."
3-peats, he's the GOAT. He's better than Tom Brady.
Yeah.
My Bodie.
Yeah, so I think what I'd like for those people to do is go back and review actually Mahomes' performance and what his standing looks like. Yes, he's a great QB. Not going to deny that. But he's not the best QB. He's not the best. He's also, I'd say, okay, let me rephrase my earlier words, or remake the statement. He's a good QB. He's not a great QB. There's a slight difference. The Chiefs last season, for example, the rest of the team carried Mahomes, or carried the team through. It wasn't Mahomes doing such an exceptional job. He was above average, like average. He was above average. Yeah, he wasn't good. He wasn't exactly like great or anything. Definitely no contention for MVP or, you know, that's how the
GOAT status.
Yeah, so I mean, but if you look back, it's kind of been the same in earlier seasons as well. He came out, he had a bit of fire, you know, kind of thing. People were like, oh, okay, cool, Mahomes, you know, slightly different styles and, you know, kind of thing. And this, okay, maybe this is something to watch for. I think he got a lot of attention, and more the attention boosted his standings, or his perceived standings, rather than his actual performance or like stats and kind of thing. He's not that at that caliber. And yeah, prove me wrong. I mean, say
comment down below.
kind of thing. But I think you agree. Yeah, to some, he's an above average QB, but he's not great. He's not a great QB. He's not MVP. He's not GOAT status, or any of that type of thing. And I think we'll see now with the era of the Chiefs being over. I think we'll see just how, you know, where he's actually at.
I remember looking last season at the QB status, stats and that, and he was barely even top 10 in a lot of things.
Yeah, he's a good QB. Yeah, he's above average. You know, it's
so his luck that this team carried him. It was the reps that carried him, and yeah, that all ended now, man. So if they don't make playoffs this season, I'm going to party them.
Yeah, I think we're all going to party. We're going to, except for the Chiefs fan.
Yeah, Chiefs fan. Taylor Swift will write a new album.
Yeah,
and the Chiefs lost or something.
Yeah, and then Kelsey's probably going to probably leave. And then the Chiefs are going to be like, oh no, we've lost one of our best players. And then and then we'll see the Chiefs next season in the sort of bottom 10 of the new win 15. Well, actually, I think currently they're standing. I get an actual list.
They're like 20 something at the moment.
Yeah, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from the bottom. So yeah, 32. So that's 20, 21, 22, 23, somewhere there. Yeah,
it makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. Well, oh wait, we were still talking about the Jaguars and Chiefs games. Yeah, we kind of digressed again.
Yeah,
and I think I spat on my laptop at one point. But yeah, like I told you about that Travis Hunter catch. That was just insane.
Yeah,
like Lawrence with Trevor Hunter is just a beast at the moment. And there was also the Devin Lloyd interception that just spun the Chiefs.
Yeah.
99-yard fix 6.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes on the 1 yard. Are we in?
Just interception all the way back. Pick 6 done.
That was mad, me.
Yeah. No, I mean, look. So that interception. brought the Jags back into the game. Like it was, you know, it was a thing. But and without that, okay. But again, I think going back to talk now, Mahomes not that great. You seal the deal at the 1 yard line, kind of thing. Like
You don't really pass on the 1 yard line.
well, I mean,
You can, but the thing would have been safer for him just to, because his next touchdown was similar. He was on the 1 yard line, and what touchdown win? He was on 1 yard line, and he handed off to his running back.
because it's hard knocks. It's a forced in. You've got this much space to gain. Just coming in hard, bumping. It's big boys.
It's not baby,
But you bump them. You push away through, and you just have to get you have to just get the ball over that plane, or touch the plane of the end zone. Then you're in. So it's not that difficult. Okay, I'm not gonna try it myself.
I was going to say someone's going to follow me down below. It's like, oh, you tried it.
Okay. For professionals, it's and experienced people. This is what they do. They know this. That's why they run those types of plays. It's a common play to run. Foot. Effectively like a foot. But
Kudos, neat.
those types of plays are that you're expected to do that. Exactly. Effectively. Trying to go for the pass on the thing, probably a bad call.
Well, it was a 99-yard bad call.
Ended up not seeing in the game technically.
Yeah, actually it did. Yeah, but cool beans. That was the game coverage for week 5. Moving on to some depressing news. Our week 5 standings, our predictions, the internal competition that we are having. This was disgusting week for us. I'm not gonna lie.
Both of us.
Only,
But I think
you still won again.
I did by 1. Congratulations.
2 weeks back to back.
But in saying that, it was a bad week for everybody. I think generally, in
no one pulled some of the games.
I think there were the odd ones they called, like they say, like Titans over Cardinals or something, whatever. But the rest of the picks for the rest of the week probably weren't looking as good.
It was a rough one. But to make this quick, I'm just gonna announce or read the games that I won. Because that's gonna be faster than going through every other single picking game.
So you had 4 right, I had 5.
I had 4 for you, got 5. So the games I got correct was Vikings over the Browns, Cowboys over Jets, Colts over Raiders, and Lions over the Bengals. You guys can understand that I got the rest wrong. Everything else got incorrect.
So similar to you, I had the Colts. The Cowboys over the Jets, Colts over Raiders, Lions over Bengals. But then differences where I actually took it was I called the Broncos over the Eagles and the Texans over the Ravens.
It was a bad week for us, man. Just looking at this and seeing all the guys, you just saw the red here as well. There's a lot of red, man. I don't like the red. I like the green.
It's true. But I mean, so currently standing, total standings, 48 correct picks for you and 44 for me. So I'm coming back slowly but surely. Had a bad week, but I'll make up for it.
4-10 for me, 5-9 for you, man.
It's
coming close now. It's only week 5 and we only 4 games different. It's coming close. I need another 13-3 game, 13-3 week.
Well,
and you had 8
my 14, my 14-2 game.
Well, we both had 14-2.
We did.
But I need a 13-3 when you get an 8-8 again. By week 3, I can boost that gap.
Well, we'll see. But coming. We'll talk about it now. But I think we're only three different games. So
that seems like the standard of 3 different.
We tend to agree on a couple of things, and there's that like
1, 2, 3. Like,
don't know.
But cool. Before we get to that, let's move on to our power rankings for week 5. Kicking off, number 10, I got Seattle Seahawks. Number 9, New England Patriots. Number 8, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 7, Green Bay Packers. Number 6, Jacksonville Jaguars. Number 5, Los Angeles Chargers. Number 4, San Francisco 49ers. Number 3, Indianapolis Colts. Number 2, Detroit Lions. And number 1, again, Buffalo Bills.
Interesting.
Yeah.
See,
They lost one game,
yeah.
but they don't deserve to drop down. They're still 4-1. They still,
Look, I agree with you at the moment. I still think they still add a number 1 spot on my side of things. I've got number 2 Lions, 3 Colts. So you'll notice I've moved the Eagles are completely out of.
I still got rid of the Eagles. Yeah.
Shit. So yeah, actually,
We got very similar. I'm just seeing it now.
do we?
Yeah. Lions, Colts, 49ers.
Oh wow, yeah. So our top 4 is pretty much exactly the same. It's
Yeah.
Bulls, Lions, Colts, 49ers. I've got Bucks at number 5. Eagles at 6. 7 is Packers, which is the same as yours.
Yeah.
Then 8 Broncos, 9 Seahawks, and 10 Chargers. Chargers dropping down for me quite significantly just because of that up down streak. I think they still might potentially be there, but I
I don't know why I still have Chargers so high. I thought I dropped them lower. But I see they still number 5. Jacksonville Jaguars should have been 5.
Well,
My end.
too late now.
Yeah, it's too late now. That's my power rankings, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty good rankings, huh?
Yeah.
But moving on, what's something you gonna say?
No,
Oh,
no, go for it.
but moving on to the AAM Sideline Awards.
Yeah.
Kicking off with MVP of the week.
Celebrating with chocolate.
Oh yeah. Let's have some rustic bliss, man. Ooh, Cranberry Nougat. Oh yeah.
I got the exact same one.
Oh really? Yeah, we had a moment there, guys. Sorry. Rustic bliss chocolate. Again, let's kick that off again. MVP of the week. Who's the honorable mention and MVP?
All right. So in contention for our MVP of the week, player of the week, we had Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. Basically, yeah. I mean, kind of driving the Jags to victory of the Chiefs. Yeah, 18 of 25 completions. Completions 18 of 25. 221 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. 1 interception kind of irks me a little bit, but also, I mean, you also put up 54 yards from 10 carries. Yeah. Rushing yards. And yeah, pretty much scored 2 touchdowns as well. So yeah. First contender. Second was Stephon Diggs, being the Patriots. Obviously used to play for the Bulls, now plays for the Patriots
And destroyed the ball.
yeah, 10 receptions, 146 yards he actually received the game ball
From my football.
yeah. So yeah, those are the two. Those are our two contenders. Stephon Diggs, MVP, you won. Yeah.
Yeah, Patriots taking that was the pound. He had an insane game, dude. Yeah. The amount of receptions and the catches he was making, dude. These ballerina toe touching to keep the ball in. Oh, dude, that guy just had an incredible game.
Yeah. I mean, look. I mean, receivers are trained in how to
In ballerina toes.
Yeah. Drag the toes. Make sure you have both feet in. I think. But yeah, he was showing off how you do it. This is how we
Bulls, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
This is how you. Yeah, no, definitely MVP of the week, man. He had such a great game.
Yeah.
But moving on to team of the week, we kind of don't have any honorable mentions. We kind of have 3 team of the weeks.
Yeah. All contenders ended as the winner.
Yeah, they all deserved team of the week. So running through them, Jaguars hitting it against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
What an amazing game.
And they automatically get an entry into the
Because they So we're giving Team of the Week to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're giving Team of the Week to New England Patriots, ending the winning streak of the Buffalo Bills, one of the top teams, number one team, and then also the Denver Broncos, ending the winning streak of the Philadelphia Eagles. Both, oh, not both, all three teams just had incredible games this week.
Yeah, I'm a little biased towards the Broncos edging that out, but you're the only one who called them. I like the Broncos too. I mean, just like
Hashtag, hashtag blast. Yeah, so definitely all three teams deserve Team of the Week. Yeah. But moving on to Game of the Week.
Yeah, well, I think we've mentioned this a couple of times already.
Yeah.
Jaguars versus Chiefs, pretty exciting game. But the actual contender that we ended up selecting was the Bulls Patriots game. Yeah,
The amazing game, man.
it was a great game.
And not just being a Patriots fan, that was just
Yeah,
such a good game.
Yeah,
It was two
game.
very, like, I knew Drake May was good.
Yeah.
I called it for a while, but the way he played that performance, man, it's like he put Josh Allen to shame there. Like two very good QBs just batting it out, and it was, what a game. What a game, man. Bulls versus Patriots. That, like, going back to, like, talking about Bulls versus Patriots now, going back to something I said to you early on, and something I said to you last year as well. I still said last year when Drake May joined, I said he is our new Tom Brady. I said that he's going to take this team to Super Bowl and he's going to be our new Tom Brady. Lately, after Panthers win, after Bulls win, my TikTok is flooded with people saying that Drake May is the new Tom Brady. I called it a long time ago.
Yeah. Okay. Let's give him the season, and then we'll check the second next year's season as well.
Oh,
Because
we'll discuss this when we win the Super Bowl. At the end of the season.
Sure, we will. Okay. Yeah, that conversation is never going to happen because Patriots are not going to win the Super Bowl this season.
What's with the negativity?
It's not negativity. It's just being realistic.
I live in a dream, okay?
Okay. Well, you do that.
So what do you think is going to win then?
It's not the Patriots.
Oh, shit, that was funny.
What should we use my words now? Like, the Patriots do end up winning, and it makes your favorite Patriots win the Super Bowl. That'll be hilarious. Yeah, you're gonna just play videos of this conversation.
Oh man, that's gonna be funny. Okay, cool. Moving on because we've been talking for quite some time already. Our week 6 predictions. Yeah, so let me run through mine quickly because I believe you have quite a few things to say on your predictions.
Just a
couple of thoughts, which is a couple of thoughts, mate. So my week 6 predictions: Eagles over New York. Spoiler alert, they didn't win.
Jim, start the week again, 0-1. Like
no. Denver Broncos over the Jets, Jaguars over the Seahawks, Chargers over Dolphins, Rams over Ravens, Colts over Cardinals, Cowboys over Panthers, Patriots over Saints, Steelers over Browns, Raiders over Titans, 49ers over Bucks, Packers over Bengals, Lions over Chiefs, Bulls over Falcons, and ending off Monday Night Football, Commanders over Bears.
Yeah, so I've again pretty much agreed with you on all of them except 3. I think the difference in my case is I've got the Seahawks over Jaguars. I've got the Browns over Steelers. Yeah. And then the
Titans over Raiders.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay, let's couple notes on some of the games, right? So 49ers versus Bucks, right?
Yeah.
Probably I think we mentioned at the beginning of the conversation,
the game to watch.
This is the game to watch for the week. But interesting here, right? 49ers, Mac Jones is questionable against the Bucks.
He
throw. Yeah,
he looked like he got injured last week.
yeah.
He came off the field when he was like,
Yeah, he apparently has a knee injury of some sorts. It's not confirmed that he is going to be out. It's questionable as of yesterday afternoon. So yeah, it's
and again, after we made our predictions.
Yeah.
Sons of witches.
Yeah, obviously Brock Purdy's still out as well. So 49ers potentially sitting with their third string QB. We'll see how that plays out.
Oh,
Saying that though, on the Bucs side of things, wide receiver Chris Godwin is out. Mike Evans is still out with injury. So yeah, pretty much your rookie receiver Kuba. Yeah, pretty much the only real talent on the receiving side of things for the Bucs. So interesting game. Couple of injuries, potential questions on who's actually going to be running, playing, throwing. Yeah, going to be interesting.
that's
Yeah,
going to be,
interesting.
that's definitely a game to watch. Oh, that and Lions is Chiefs, I think. It's going to be a very good game to watch.
Yeah, so also on the Ravens side, Ravens-Rams game. Yeah, Lamar Jackson obviously still out. Interesting note on the Ravens though, since 2019, Baltimore is 5-11 without Jackson.
Really?
Yeah. They've also lost their last two games by an average of 25.5 points.
Oh.
So yeah, 25.5 points per game over the last two games is what they've lost by.
Really stark. This shows you
Yeah.
the dominance, for lack of a better term, of Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. So, I mean, Jackson carrying the Ravens with a large degree. Yeah. So, I mean, Ravens maybe have an upset, but that's probably not likely over the Rams. So,
Yeah, no. Matthew Stafford is just a beast, man.
yeah. Looking at the Cardinals-Colts game, right? So, I mean, Colts should, in theory, take that.
Dude, if they start kicking the ball into the end zone for the Cardinals, yes.
But yeah, for the Cardinals, Kyler Murray is also questionable. He was at limited practice. He had limited practice on Friday. So, but there's potential doubt on whether he's able to play.
Yeah. They're just Cardinals and then definitely losing.
Yeah. Guess who's stepping in if he doesn't? He's not able to play.
Who?
Jacoby Brissett.
Really?
Yeah.
From the Patriots, no?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He's the replacement QB for the Cardinals.
Did he go to the Cardinals? I didn't know that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so interesting note, kind of on the side there. Yeah,
Didn't do shit for us last season as well, so
that's also true. So,
Cole should take the game.
yeah, I think it was decided already, even with Murray in QB position there. If Brissett steps in, well, good luck. Yeah, I mean, like looking at it as well. I mean, currently Colts are tied for fifth in takeaways and sacks entering week 6, right?
Yeah.
Fifth overall in the league for takeaways and sacks. So, yeah, I mean, against the Cardinals, yeah, don't think the Cardinals have much of a chance.
Nah, definitely not. They started off the season quite hard, but they started to pull it apart now.
Yeah. Now, okay, okay, so this is probably a bit more stats heavy on this particular game, but like the last one, I promise, right? So another interesting game there, right? And particularly one because we disagree on this is the Seahawks Jaguars game.
Yeah.
So I've got the Seahawks. You pick up the Jags. Here's why I chose the Jags. Sorry, why I chose the Seahawks over the Jags, right? So listen carefully because there's numbers here now. Okay, listen carefully.
769, 800 and 700. Listen properly.
Okay, so defensively, right? The Jaguars have an average of allowing 20 points per game. Seahawks 21, right? Roughly about time. But here's the thing, right? 97 rush yards per game for the Jags, with about 250 passing yards allowed per game. Whereas the Seahawks have 83 rushing yards allowed per game and 239 average roughly passing yards allowed per game. That kind of seems roughly about the same, but there's the Seahawks there's a key part to this, right? The Seahawks rank 3rd overall defensively for rushing yards per game, right? Whereas the Jags rank 11th. Yeah. Both teams are about the same, so kind of a little bit lower down in the rankings for passing yards allowed per game, right? This is not defensively, right? So Seahawks really pretty decent on stopping the rush game, and they kind of about the same ranks, roughly about the same. Seahawks slightly better, but basically the same in terms of passing defense. Yeah. Offensively though, right, and this is where it starts getting interesting. So this season, we're just talking about this season up to date. Jaguars are averaging 25.4 points gained per game, 137 rushing yards, 285 passing yards per game, averaging. Yeah. Basically, totals, if you're looking at it, is 685 rushing yards, 1,028 passing yards. Give us about a total yardage currently of about 1,713. Key point here is that 137 rushing yards, 205 passing yards average per game, right? Seahawks, on the other hand, 29.4 points gained per game, better. 113 rush yards compared to 245 passing yards per game, right? Point that I'm getting or trying to make here is Jaguars rely kind of slightly, they're weighted towards the passing side of things, but they tend to rely on their rushing yards in a game.
Well, Liverpool scored 2 rushing touchdowns last game.
Yeah. Seahawks, on the other hand, are predominantly they do a bit of rushing here and there. It's not too different from the Jag side of things, but the majority of their yardage gained is on passing. Jaguars defensively ranked about the same as the Seahawks in stopping the passing game, but they're very, very different from the Seahawks have defensively like a way to shut down the rushing. Yeah, I mean that's it, ranked third on stopping the rush.
The Jaguars will focus more on the rushing. Seahawks focus more on passing, and
so I'd say for Jaguars they're kind of somewhat sort of balanced, a little bit more balanced, slightly weighted towards the passing game, but they kind of tend to rely on the rushing game a little bit more as well, keeping the ball on the ground. The Seahawks have a way to stop that. They practice stopping that type of thing. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if the Seahawks can stop the run game, right, which they should be able to do, I don't see that they can't. Basically takes away a whole section of a significant section of the Jaguars game. Forcing the Jags to basically rely on more of a passing game. So either getting a shutdown continuously, which is going to mean they're going to pivot towards more of a passing game. And then if we're looking at passing stats, you've pretty much got Donald actually outperforming Lawrence on the passing game. Donald current season has 73% completion. Lawrence is only at 60%. Oh wow, of passing completion. So kind of the way I was going with it was like, okay, well, here's the game, here's the stats. Stats are not everything. Just keep in mind,
things could be very different.
but the Seals generally seem to be better on that side of on the passing side of things, and the Jaguars will likely tend to rely a bit, at least initially, on the running game. It's going to set them at a disadvantage because the Seals will shut them down, and then they'll be forced to pass.
Hectic, really. That was actually very interesting. A lot of stat stuff.
Yeah, sorry. No,
Hopefully you guys could have kept up with that because woo, that was stats heavy, like you said, but it was actually very interesting.
and see.com for later for more numbers.
That makes sense though. I see why you went for the Seahawks. Hopefully Jared's my cousin, Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, Trevor.
Oh, Trevor. But cool beans. That was episode 14, my guy.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap, my friend. So firstly, thank you very much, guys, for watching. Really appreciate it. We both do.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for to Rustic Bliss for the chocolates. We actually almost finished like the last left. Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you very much to Rustic Bliss for sponsoring this episode.
Obviously, we enjoyed it.
Oh, man, that chocolate is a beast.
Yeah, man.
Look and hell. But yeah, guys, please like, comment, subscribe.
Let us know your thoughts.
I want to say something I forgot.
Opinions, perspectives. Call us out on what you think is what you said is wrong, and
Fucking nonsense. Let us know.
yeah, and we'll give you our opinion back. Yeah, kidding. I mean, well, sort of, but well, whatever. Let's have a discussion. Let's have a talk. Chat.
Exactly. Trying to build a community, man.
Yeah, keep the conversation alive.
There we go.
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Do this, son.
yes. In that case, see you all next time.
From the sideline.
The AM Sideline Report, will you go to crew? Touchdowns and tackles, we give you the view. Huddle up, football fans, this show's for you. From the pregame hype to the final whistle, true.